Damn, I missed it. 6 a.m. right over. Sometimes he do it again. He's not gonna know though. He's not gonna put the horn back up to his lips. When a real man smokes, he'll have a pocket full of these. Your eyes. Oh, wait. All y'all normal viewers, look away for a minute. Because I'm powerful. Okay. Y'all looking away? You can listen, just don't look. Your eyes are getting tired. Your eyes are getting sleepy. Yes, you will obey my suggestion. Oh yes, you are waiting for your next agenda. You will buy me a Harley Davidson. Oh yes, a nice one with low miles. Like a 2014 Electric Glide Limited. Oh yes, fully dressed with the hard case saddles. Yes, maybe dark purple or blue or black. Oh yes, you want to put plates and insurance on it for a year for me and drive it out to me in the heart of northern Michigan. You can't wait to do this. And when I snap my fingers, you will wake up and set your mind and your body and your resources and your life to this, your new agenda, the fulfilling agenda. Yeah, okay. Hey y'all, if you go to look at motorcycles online, you'll find one you like, and then you'll do a credit app, right? That'll bump your credit in the weekend, in the middle of the night. It'll just bump it. You'll get a thing from your credit card company. Oh la la la, which means that it's been changed by a hard pull. They did a hard pull, electronically. Well, once they do that, that already bumps your score down some kind of way. Okay, then the next day, you get a call from the dude. Oh yeah, this is Blake from Wolverine or whatever, right? the bike shop you applied through, because that was where the bike was you wanted. Because I wanted this 2014 Electric Glide. I can't even show it to you now because I didn't call this guy. I didn't answer the phone. I was asleep, and I didn't call him right back because I was asleep. And the time I get up, the bike's no longer available. So, I emailed them with the little contact form on their page. Okay, well, I'm sorry I wasted your time. I filled out a credit app for a bike, but what I want is no longer available. You see? So what did they do? They went and did another hard pull after that. After my email to them, and I told them that I'm not interested because, the bike is gone. I don't know if they just pulled it because that's the one I was looking at, and because that's something that dealerships will do. When you're looking at something, they'll see if they can't sell you something else, so they'll act like they sold that, and then later on you show up at, if they do get you to buy something else, you show up and it's still sitting there. It's like, oh, well, the people that bought it brought it back, or their deal fell through, but you got this one here over here now, the paperwork's already done, the loan's already approved. You see, it's like, this is some underhanded stuff that happens when you try to buy a vehicle or a bike, through a dealership, is sometimes they do underhanded stuff like that. I'm not saying that's what happened in this case, but I have had it happen before. And, I've had them pull the bait and switch where, hey, they see you're interested in something that you can get approved, but you can get approved for more for something that you don't want. You see? Because, I want a bike, but, I don't need nothing brand new. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't need to be over gadgety. It's like the one I found, it had a reasonable amount of miles on it. I don't know, like 20 to 30 something thousand miles on it. It was a 2014. It's 6 years old, but it still looked nice. And it had like a a nice dark rose, like dark purpley tone to it, but it was labeled as it's black, right? But it wasn't black. So yeah, it's like I saw that bike and I let him bam my credit for it because I just wanted to see if I could get it, because if I could have got it, I'd be blasting out to Florida and California and shit within a month or two, man. I mean, as soon as it starts getting cold here, I'll be saddling up, you see, and it still could happen, you know. I mean, I'm quite the hypnotist, no. But the universe and God and karma and all that, that all comes into play. And I know I didn't get pulled away from my ministries just to be locked to an old people apartment. I mean, I may be being given the apartment, you know, I'm locked to at least for a year, but that's not what, you know, I'm not being pulled away from one spot in town where I was a minister to be sat in another spot where I'm just going to be living with some mean old decrepit white people that are picking their neighbors apart, you know? You see, that's not what's happening here. It looks like it, but that's not what God's doing. I'll just have a home base, a cheap home base that I can go back to here in northern Michigan after I travel around or whatever I'm doing, you see? And that's if things, you know, things are happening. This video ain't about any of that, though. This is just about, you know, my bike, you know, complications. And it's like, you know, okay, well, sometimes a monkey paw or an attack, you know, all things work together for our good. Maybe there might have been something wrong with it. And I'm being saved from that, you see. So who knows? Maybe there's something better on the way. Maybe something's coming where I won't even have to go into a loan for it or something, you know. I might be able to barter my skills or something, you know, because, well, you know, I could do an album of songs for somebody and they could just, you know, get me a bike. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. And they'd still be getting off cheap because, well, that bike I was looking at was only like I think by the time all taxes were paid and shit on it, it would have been like 13, 14 grand. So it was pretty cheap. I mean, you know, that was another thing, is I was looking at the price. And I compromised between the miles, you know, because you don't want your bike to have too many miles on it because you got to trust it, you know. So it's like, you know, I was compromising. Okay, it's got a little more miles than I wanted, but it's cheaper. And the loan will be cheaper and my payments will be cheaper, you see. So I was thinking long-term, long run like that I could still get what I want. I just had to compromise a little bit on the wear and tear and shit like that. So I don't know, maybe something's looking, my angel's looking out there like, hey, nah, it's got too many miles, we don't want you to have that one. We're going to work something else out for you. But in the meantime, hey, look at this. What they did to your shit, you should do a video about that, because other people are going to try to say shit you did. And they're going to get hard pulls, and then, you know, it's going to be like 2 or 3 months before they'll actually be able to get the loan again. But I got him up on the bench with me, because the trail's kind of busy today. It's about what, 1:30 almost. It's Saturday, 29th. Yeah, the trail's kind of busy. I've seen a nice hottie running with, I guess, probably her mom, a great big dog, but she had it on a leash. And I seen him coming, so Eslin and I, we were right by one of them little cutouts there. So we just walked out the cutout. It was way down there though. And waited out on the other side of the bushes. The dog still noticed him though. The big dog, man. If she was a smaller chick, she probably wouldn't have been able to handle him. And she was a hottie with just the right amount of weight on her. It was a great big dog. I'm trying to keep an eye on that piece of trail down there. In case they go coming back. So I can jump up and hold him up high. Probably won't do much good. He's such a big ass dog.